So I hear a lot of spiritual dudes, right? And they constantly try to quote things out the Bible about, I think it was one thing about the tree that bears the bad fruit or the good fruit. You could tell by what kind of tree it is, by the fruit or whatever like that. Okay, so one of the cues brought this to my attention. It is Matthew 7, 15 through 20. And it says, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. You will recognize them by their fruits. Are grapes gathered from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but the diseased tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a diseased tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Now, I look at this whole carbonation situation with Nature Boy, right? Because they talked about that. They made those those type of quotes and stuff they put into their belief system and everything like that. So I look at the fruit. I look at solar, right? Solar is part of the fruit. And I look at what solar did, right? I look at solar did. Solar waited till the tree, which is Nature Boy, to be thrown into the fire, right? Or to be locked up. He goes and fucks his baby mama, get into a relationship with her. He goes and fucks with one of the, Nature Boy's wives. He does that. And then right now he has one girl pregnant, and Nature Boy's um, what legal wife in America, right? Nature Boy's legal wife in America. He's with her right now in a relationship with Nature Boy's child. That is crazy to me, right? That's insane. And we look at her, Velvet, when she left Carbonation. She was a major branch, or she not should say major branch. I should say a major fruit off that tree. What does she do? She ended up getting pregnant by some dude. That dude is not around to be able to be a father to her kids, right? She ended up having like sex with Solar. She's supposed to be pregnant right now by him. So she ends up having sex with one of her husband's disciples. You know what I'm saying? And then she goes on to scamming people and everything for money and all that stuff. That's allegedly. That's not like, it ain't factual yet and everything like that. This is what's being said, whatever like that. But the first things I said is actually true. That's a major fruit from that tree. Look at what she's doing. Is that right? Is that behavior that she's done right there righteous? That's fucked up, man. Even if you don't like your husband, even if you do not like your husband, one of the most vile and fucked up things that say about your character is to fuck with one of your husband's people, man. At any type of get back or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not no divine feminine ass woman who do shit like that. That's somebody else. That's another character, you know what I'm saying, that's going on, dude. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy to me. So that's part of the fruit from the tree, right? Now let me look at some other people. Nature Boy said in an interview that he had 13 males with him, right? At the time before he got locked up. There's only two remaining. Everybody else fucking left. The males bounced. So that's 11 males is up out of there and be like, you know what? We gone. That type of shit. And only two of them remain. Right? Now, when we look at his current wives, everybody know who those are and everything like that. They are fighting and doing whatever to be able to stand by his side and all that type of stuff, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? I can't really take that from them and stuff. If they love that man, then they should do whatever they feel is necessary to be able to continue to show that they love him. But then I look at the males and then I look at the females, right? And I look how the females stay stronger and being able to help them, the wives, the current wives, and then the males just fucking disappear. It's crazy. Now, when I look at more fruit, more females and stuff that was over there on that plantation, we're talking about fruit, right? So when the fruit leaves the tree, right? The fruit falls off the branch and it hits the earth, right? So I look at each individual who has left the tree and walked amongst the earth by themselves without being attached to the tree. And there is so much fuckery going on, man. So much crazy ass shit, man. You don't hear nobody talking about the knowledge like that. Nobody. Everybody's silent. Everybody is quiet. Except pretty much like the four wise. The four wise ain't even talking about that. They can't talk about that now because they dealing with the legal issue. But nobody is talking about no knowledge stuff like that. I see women coming up pregnant. I'm not gonna say any names like that, but women he ejaculated in, right? Same women he gave STDs, right? They break away from the tree and then they end up getting pregnant. It's like 4 of them, 5 of them right now that's pregnant. And I'm pretty much not going to say their names because I do want to be able to respect their privacy like that. And they got newborn, not newborn, but they got babies in their belly right now that's about to be born in this world. So I don't want to cause any type of fucking emotional distress on their brain by me talking about this. But this is what I look at, and this is just evidence. You know what I mean? I just keep bringing evidence to the table, and I'm looking at this whole situation. It's like what is real and what is not. And then when I'm listening to these videos of Nature Boy talking, he sounds scared, the motherfucker, man. He sounds scared, and he's doing some of the craziest shit right now, dude, to keep his own. Like the shit that's going on right now is self-inflicted because he's not really a god. See, like I said, like I tell the Qs, man, you can always be whatever it is that you want to be in your brain until you are approached or you have a collision with somebody who don't think the same as you. And after that happens, will you still be what you say you were or are? And I listen to him talk, and I listen to all these mistakes being made, and I'm just looking at it like, dude, how do you cage godly energy? How do you lock up a god? How can a human lock up a god and basically say like, I'm gonna let you out whenever the fuck I want to let you out? How does a human made system, a judicial system, human made, override godly energy inside of a man who says he is God or a God? How does that happen? What is, like, I'm really like thinking like, what is the true benefit of being a God? If a human can take your life, if a human can take your independence, if a human can take your freedom, if a human can come to your house and seize control of you, put you in handcuffs and throw you in a jail and don't let you out whenever they want to let you out. If it's a God, you cannot stop bullets from coming out of a gun. You can't do none of that shit. The major things that life is, dude, you know what I'm saying? They like you can't stop it from happening. You are a victim every single time that a human applies pressure on your life. You become the victim, and you can't stop the humans from doing it. What is truly, what is truly the fucking reason somebody would want to be a god? Humans have complete power over anybody who say they're a god on this goddamn planet right now. And the only thing in my research, I look at it like this. The only thing that I feel like you could probably, any gods is out there who identify themselves as God right now. The only way you're going to be able to defeat humans is you will have to kill yourself or be killed by them and operate from the spiritual world. Go into the spiritual world. Just kill yourself. Go into it's more pride if you kill yourself, you know what I mean, than being killed by your enemy, which is a human, right? Go and kill yourself and then get into the spiritual world and start destroying human beings or destroy the human beings that destroyed you when you was in the physical world. Like change the whole shit around. That's the only way that I can see that shit possibly happening. And I really don't think that's going to happen if they went to the spiritual world. That word God, right? That word God, it sounds very, very good to the ears based on that definition. But when it's time to prove that you are that definition, every single one of these humans out here in the world who identify themselves with that, they fail in the face of humans. Good night.